What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today, bringing to you guys my live reaction on Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 117. Now, the chapter has come out on a Monday morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are from, and I've missed this feeling so much, man. Every Monday, before jumping to transition to Sundays and stuff, we'll be covering Jujutsu Kaisen then. That's how I always start my week. I would wait, so the Monday comes in. I know Sunday's technically, the actual start of the week when it begins. But for me, man, it's a Monday where I'm going to work or school or, running errands. I have that little bit of time I can sit down and actually read the greatness. Now is the time, man. So, shout out to the Biz, of course, providing chapters week in, week out because it's doing God's work as it should be. And I have to see how things are going to play out now with the introduction of this, this person that we've known in the story for a little bit but didn't get the name, Urime. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it properly. They're probably going to say the name again, most likely. But that person, the connection afterwards with Sukuna, it's like, I want to know, because in my mind, it's like Sukuna, the way how he kind of reacted to it made me think that, they knew the person, but not it's like, oh, that's you, that's you. I said, they changed their appearance or something. I see a lot of people were talking about that. And, it's been on my mind, the whole week and stuff, since the chapter. I'm like, what is, the whole relationship between the two of them. And obviously, of course, Sukuna versus Jogo, which that fight, even though for as short as it was, the chapter 2, it was like, that hit like crazy, man. And then, the whole stand proud, you're strong. I didn't think about this initially, right? But when I was reading back the chapter and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know if that was Sukuna in the last bit when he said that was actually him. After that, when he was saying, I don't know, that feeling and stuff of, the tears and, just the different emotions and stuff, that's him, right? But that whole moment when, the whole promo and stuff leading to that moment, stand proud, you're strong. If in my mind now, I'm looking at it could be Yuji, because you have to remember, Sukuna took over his personality and everything, took his body and stuff. And if that was that little bit of him to come and understand his enemy, for him to say something like that, that's my boy, okay? The kindness, even though he knows that's the enemy, the fact that Jogo stuck to his guns, and even though he might have been wrong or whatever it may be, Yuji through Sukuna was able to acknowledge that at the very least. So even if the guy's in the wrong, he respected at the end of the day and told him, look, man, whatever your conviction is, whatever you feel, you didn't back down from it, be happy for that at the very least. Even if you were to die here now, at least you died with your guns going out. So that's my boy. And then obviously, of course, the stuff with Megumi afterwards, and the sickle that tried to go after my girl Nabara. My boy's in a bad spot right now, coming off the Toji fight. So I need to see what's going on. Without further ado, let's get into it. I know for a fact we're on a magazine break next week, so the next chapter I believe is on the 20th or 21st, which is going back to Sunday. So we have 2 weeks to wait until the next one. But without further ado, let's get into it, man. Chapter 117. Yo, and I forgot we got the color page. Yo, look at Sukuna. Yo, this is hybrid form. He's got a javelin. Wait a sec. But he did say that one of his main things was he was slicing and cutting things down before the whole but the thing with Jogo saying how he uses fire. He's known for slicing and dicing. But Jesus Christ, bro, look at the amount of arms, bro. Thank God he doesn't remind me of a certain creature, but regardless. This man, I don't know if he has a mask thing or something, almost like wood or whatever it is, covering the right side of his face and stuff, but bro, he just looks so menacing, man. Bro, he looks so menacing. This is the Shibuya Incident Part 35, 117 chapters in. It's so wild to me, man, how long we've been. I don't even know, what the end point of the arc is. You know what I mean? For as long as we've been in here, it's how long do we have left? The end of the year is when the arc's going to end. Maybe around Halloween or something to, go through the whole 1 year cycle and stuff. I don't know, man. But, yeah, this color page is just, it's just too fire, man. Let's get into it, though. The 10 Shadows Wait, is he good? How the hell are you good after all that? The 10 Shadows technique begins when a sorcerer revives 2 divine dogs. And then you see the person that went to jump him. But is he sinking down? Or is it showing basically what happened prior to what we saw at the end page for last week's chapter? Okay. The 10 Shadows technique begins when a sorcerer revives 2 divine dogs. In order to use Shikigami, the sorcerer and divine dogs must work together to exercise them. Then the sorcerer gains more Shikigami, which they can utilize to exercise and amass up to 10 Shikigami. Are you finished yet? What the hell? That girl from before was pretty strong too, and all of you are still so young. Okay, so 1105. So this had to be a little bit back, at the very least, yeah. Because from what we saw from prior, he was already like on the wall and stuff, like near his end. Even though he's on his last legs, he isn't giving me an opening to get close. Of all that bleeding, I probably won't even need to see. And it shows him dropping to the floor, so slowly he's going down. So yeah, this had to be at least a little bit back before then. The thing is, you can exercise a Shikigami with multiple people, but doing so nullifies the technique's effect after the exorcism is done. For the sorcerer, it's a pointless exorcism, but even a pointless exorcism has its uses. Hold on, we're gonna flashback. Jesus Christ. Do you know why the Gojo and Zenin families are on bad terms? Were they always on bad terms? The worst. I love how he says it too with a troll face on the little corner and everything too. I think it was during the Edo period, or maybe Keicho, I forget, but the heads of their respective households killed each other in a fight before the art. I'm gonna butcher this word. Artificery. Something. Before the artificery. There we go. Whatever. Back then, who were the heads? A limitless curse technique user with the 6 eyes like me for the Gojo family, and a 10 shadows technique user like Megumi for the Zenin family. You get what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say, right? That doesn't mean I can become stronger than you. I bet the head of the... I see like a shift in the area, it looks like. Oh, from Sukuna and then the Jogo fight. So they're seeing like the after effect. Okay, an earthquake. Wow. So who's the show off? Let me continue. You can't use Shikigami unless you exercise it, but you can summon them anytime you want and attempt to exercise them. What is this? Curse energy. Oh boy, plotting. Not a single 10 shadows technique user has ever been able to exercise this one. The thing is, you can exercise the Shikigami with multiple people. It can't be. Stop. With this treasure, I summon. Yo! What in the world? Bro, this man's summoned something from Purgatory! 8-handed sword, Divergent Sill, Divine General Mahoraga. Let me press again. 8-handled sword, Divergent Scylla, Divine General Mahoraga, I should say. What in God's name? Got all the dogs and toads and everything out here, but then you just see this one guy, like blades looks like on the hands and stuff. He's got like the wings, like of the angel wings, like in the front of his face and stuff. Has like a pinwheel thing in the back, and it looks like, well, I don't even know, it's supposed to be like a tail or something, like connected to the back of his head, almost like it's supposed to be like a braid of hair, but in its form of a tail. And you see like the one eye poking. Okay, nice little detail too. If you really spot where Megumi is and stuff, like where he has his arms like this and stuff, you can see a little bit right there where it looks like his eye poking out. You see, of course, the wolves are like going, ooh. And this thing, man. Like, it reminds me of Hanami, I should say. Like, a little bit of, like, what Hanami looks like and stuff, but just obviously, of course, the design in the front changes up things a little bit, and of course, the other stuff I was talking about before. But it's a nice design, though, I must say. Damn, he got me. A Shikigami so strong it can't be controlled. He started an exorcism ritual and forced me to take part. Now I have to fight together with that sorcerer. But that kid probably... Wait. To defeat this monster... Okay, maybe we're going. Now I have to fight together with that sorcerer to defeat this monster. But that kid probably... I'll see you later. Sorry, Itadori. Hey, You piece of crap. I'll be the first to pass on. Good Lord. No. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. No, I refuse to believe now this man's about to get smoked. No. It smoked him? No, there's gotta be way more. The girl or the guy or whatever, right? That left him in that predicament. It's the freaking Scylla that he summoned basically that retaliates at him. But there's gotta be more. There's more to it though. I think there has to be more to that. There's no way Megumi goes out like that. There's no way. Even the guy's like, wait. Damn it! Stop messing around, you stupid Jujutsu sorcerer. Wake up. And Sukuna, of course, have to have heard that. Master Sukuna, I have urgent business to deal with. I see. It won't be much longer until I'm completely free. Don't neglect your preparations. See you later, Urayume. Okay, there you go. So there's the name pronunciation. Urayume. Understood. And then he just disappears like the wind, like kind of by, so like he's gone. I shall be waiting for you. And right away, forget the monster just comes in, the Scylla tries to attack the guy. And as right away he enters the scene. That state of suspended death. Jesus Christ, Megumi. I see. I knew it was a good idea to save this piece of trash. He was most likely dragged into the exorcism ritual. If this trash is killed, that's the end of the ritual. Megumi Fushiguro will die as well. So it's almost a life for a life situation when it comes to him using the Scylla. And he's going off and like healing him a little bit. Don't die. There's something I need you to do. Quiet. Just stay there. In order to keep Fushiguro alive, I need to defeat the Shikigami, even though I'm an outsider. And then the exorcism ritual will be void. Let's start with a little taste, shall we? Oh my god, wait, it says August 23rd. When's that? Oh, so yeah, so next... Oh, okay, bet. So, next 2 weeks regardless, but it's gonna be then, okay. Going to try and take out the Scylla. And hopefully try and avoid a scenario where Megumi could die. Because essentially from using this, using the Scylla is basically like you're offering up your life to make sure someone else's life has been taken. So for 1, 2, Megumi realizes that this person is a way bigger threat than we initially thought from the fight with Nanami and of course, the stuff that we saw earlier on with Nobara. And for him to go that far, and of course, factoring too that he was going into the fight with Toji, so he was like on his like last resources for him to use that. It's like, but I know for a fact that at some point in time, because again, I still do believe that Yuji was the one that said what he said to Jogo in that moment before the whole flip again after, where he's like, I don't know about those feelings, because there's no way Sukuna would be saying most of those things. I don't think. So it looks like there's parts I think maybe inside of Yuji that's actually trying to fight back and try and get his body under his control again. But I do think at some point in time that if Yuji ends up getting back his control of his body, and of course seeing it through the lenses afterwards from being on the inside and watching Sukuna do his thing, I think he's probably gonna get pissed off at Megumi for putting his own life on the line to try and take out somebody. So this is gonna be one of those things where too I can see it strengthens the bond between the two of them, and how one doesn't want to see the other one die for the sake of completing the mission, because they want to complete the mission but at the same time make sure that everybody gets out of there alive and safe together. So, but I can see us going for at least a chapter, like Sukuna actually taking care of the Scylla, and then afterwards taking care of things with the sickle over here, and then hopefully Megumi will be fine afterwards. So But then it just makes me wait until Halloween time for it to actually end. Because if that's the case, we have like, what, 2 months? So we're going to have like 2 months essentially of time in the manga. 8 chapters, 9 chapters, you can reckon, that we have left of the arc if they want to end around there. But if not, this has until like the end of the year. Because there has to be something significant within the next couple of chapters to tell us like what's going on after in terms of its endpoints. And then basically where we're going to go from there. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen next chapter. I feel like Sukuna should be able to take care of this Scylla, but it also gives me an indicator too of like the limitless potential that Megumi has to offer if he's summoning things of this nature. Which, granted, the predicament that he's in right now shows that he's not fully mastered something like that to where he can summon it and still be good at the same time and not be in a state of suspended death. But yeah, Megumi should be fine though, because I haven't worked for a second. Like, there's no way I can see Gege getting Megumi out of here. Jogo is one thing I can understand. Same thing with Hanami and even Nanami too. You know, with the whole situation with him and stuff right now, I can see those being ideal. But Megumi in this arc, I don't know. Like, that just seems like way too soon to be getting rid of him. But yeah, obviously this is a good chapter this week. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me know how you guys also feel about the stuff with Uruyume and everything, right? Do you think that she's plotting something too, possibly? You know, the way that the Sukuna towards like what's going on, or do you think that over the course of time she's gonna have like this antagonistic, like, you know, direction in her character, but then possibly go into like a neutral stance? I don't see fully going on the good side unless there's like a huge change and where, like, you know, another antagonist of greater value comes in afterwards, or like, you know, the threat that Mahito and Geto possess, or control Geto, should I say, is a lot more dangerous than we initially thought. But, you know, that, and of course, how do you see the thing with Sukuna and Scylla, you know, coming to be, and then of course the Sicko here, like, does this taken care of in like a chapter or two? Let me know how you see with that going on, week in, week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, shine doors up to date with everything that goes on the channel. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in 2 weeks' time to see how this will all play out in the next chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. So, Commodore Lad signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we